Hello student, have a good day to all of you. So I hope all of you are safe and healthy. So due to pandemic situation, I request to all of you, please stay at home and be safe. So today we will start our next topic, that is the Lewis dot structure for polyatomic molecule, or you can say the polyatomic ions, from our chapter, that is the chemical bonding. So let's start. So Lewis structure for simple molecules. First one is you have to draw the molecular skeleton by arranging the particular central atom and the surrounding atom. After that, count the number of available valence electrons, that means the total valence electron present on that molecule. If that molecule is an anion, you have to add one electron for each negative charge. If it contains only one negative charge, then you have to add plus 1. If that molecule contains two negative charges, then you have to add plus 2. In the same manner, if a molecule is a cation, that means you have to subtract one electron for each positive charge. If that molecule contains only one positive charge, you have to subtract 1. If that molecule contains two positive charges, you have to subtract 2. In this way, you have to calculate the total number of valence electron for that molecules. That molecule may be a anion and that molecule may be a cation. Next one is depict all the covalent bond by two shared electrons, giving as many atoms as possible a surrounding electron octet, except for hydrogen, which requires a duet. That means you have to follow that octet rule and you have to complete that 8 electrons in the surrounding atoms except hydrogen atoms due to the duet rule. It does not satisfy the octet rule, which will be follows the duet rule, in which 2 electrons are present on the surrounding hydrogen atom. Now the elements at the right of the periodic tables that are non-metals may contain lone pair of electrons. You also calculate that lone pair of electron for the calculation of total number of valence electron. So here I am giving examples of H, B, R, where hydrogen shares its 1 electrons and bromine share its 7 electrons that will be present on the valence electrons. By sharing of 1 electrons, it will be form a covalent bond between the hydrogen and the bromine atom, and the outer 6 electrons that will be present on the dot, and these 2 electrons will be represented as a single covalent bond. These are some Lewis structures which are incorrect. Please kindly does not do any type of Lewis structure like this one. Here the hydrogen has 1 electrons. If it will be draw on the left hand side, and the bromine electrons from bromine it will be eaten on the right hand side, then this will be wrong concept. Does not draw in this way also. Don't do the double dot on the same side. If you will draw the double dot on the same side, it will be designated as double bond. So as we know, there will be no double bond between the carbon and hydrogen atom, so does not do like this also. In the same manner also, does not do any atoms containing the single electrons like the dot structure, does not do like this also. Okay, so don't follow this incorrect Lewis structure. Always follows the correct Lewis structure for the particular simple molecules. So now I am giving an examples. From that examples you can understand very easily how to draw that Lewis structure for a molecules. If that molecules is an it may be cation or it may be anion. Here I am giving examples of anion because it contains one negative charge. So here I am giving examples of nitrate ion, which has the formula NO3 minus. In that molecules it is contain one negative charge, that means it is an anion. First rule is you have to calculate the total number of valence electrons. Nitrogen has valence electron 5, so that's why it is written here 5. Okay, now second one is 6 for oxygen atom because it contains 6 electron on its valence shell, or you can say the valence orbital, that are called the outer shell orbital. The 6 will be multiplied with the 3 because the oxygen contain 3 number of atoms, so it will be multiply 6 with the 3. Now plus 1 which will be added, that means it determines one negative ion or one negative charge is present on that molecules, that's why it is plus 1. So now comes to the Lewis dot structure. By combining this total number of valence electron, it is now total is 24. Now you have to dot 24 number of dot will be present on that molecule. Now comes to the nitrate ion. Here the central atom is nitrogen. Here the central atom is nitrogen and it contains 3 oxygen atom in the surrounding. First oxygen atom, which will contain 6 valence electron in its outer shell, it share its 2 electron to the nitrogen atom and it will be form the double bond, this one and this one, with the 2 electrons of nitrogen. That means out of 5 it already shared its 2 electrons with the oxygen atom to form the double bond. Now comes to the second one, this one. Here oxygen contain 6 valence electron, but the negative charge, that means one extra electron will be present on this oxygen atom, that means it contain total 7 number of electrons. Out of 7 valence electrons, it will share its 1 electron and nitrogen will share its 1 electrons and it will be form a single bond between oxygen and nitrogen. Now comes to the third oxygen atom, which has 6 valence electrons. Now it does not share its 1 electrons to the oxygen to the nitrogen atom, but out of 5 valence electron, here nitrogen will share its 2 electrons to the oxygen atom and it will be form one bond, this one. So in this way the nitrate ion will be formed, in which the total number of valence electron is 24. Now comes to the Fermat charge. Fermat charge will be calculated for a particular molecule in which we have to calculate the Fermat charge for a particular atom. So the Fermat charge for a particular atom is equals to number of valence electron of that atom minus total number of non-bonded electron, that means the lone pair of electrons that will be present on that particular atom, plus it will be present on the bracket. This is plus. If the bracket will be removed, then this will be minus. So here I am drawing the bracket, so here I am saying about the plus. Plus half into number of bonded electrons that will be participant on the bond formation. In this way we have to calculate the Fermat charge for a particular atom. So given examples you can better understand. Here I am giving examples of O3, which is an ozone, the formula of ozone. Here this one, the formula of ozone is O3. It contains 3 oxygen atom. These 3 are called by these 3 oxygen, combination of oxygen is called the ozone, in which one oxygen contain double bond and the middle one contain both double bond with the first oxygen atom and one single bond with the third oxygen atom, and the third oxygen atoms contain only one single bond. Now the three oxygen atoms are different from each other, so you have to calculate for each atom for its formal charge. So first calculate this one. For this one, here I am designated this one as first one. So here let's start. For this one. Now for this one, the formal charge on double bonded oxygen atom. This one double bonded oxygen atom. For this one, the total number of valence electron is 6. As you know, the oxygen has the valence electron is 6. Minus 4 because it contains 2 lone pair of electron that are non-bonded. So that's why here I am writing 4. Minus half into 4, that 4 is designated as the bonded electrons with the second oxygen atom. Here the double bond is created between the oxygen atom, and the number of electron that will be participant and the double bond is 4. So that's why I am writing here the 4 is equals to 0. That means the oxygen which contain double bond, the formal charge is 0. Now comes to the second one, this one. This one is called the central oxygen atom because it present between the two oxygen atom. So the total valence electron, as you know, the oxygen has the valence electron 6. So here I am writing 6. Now the non-bonded electrons, that means those electrons are present as a lone pair of electrons. Because of one lone pair of electrons, that means 2 electrons. So here I am writing 2. Minus half into 6. 6 means the bonded electrons that are participate for the central oxygen atom. In one side it contains one double bond, and another side it contains one single bond. That means 3 bonds are created. So here for one bond 2 electrons are participate. If that contains 3 bonds, that means it contains total number of 6 electrons. That means the formal charge for the central atom is 1. Now comes to the third one, this one, in which it contains one single bonded with the central oxygen atom. It creates only one single bond with the central oxygen atom. Now the formal charge. Formal charge in which oxygen has a valence electron 6. So that's why here I am writing the 6. Minus 6 for the non-bonded electrons, that means the lone pair of electron. Here it contains 3 lone pair, that means 6 electrons. So that's why I am writing here 6. Minus half into 2. 2 means that bonded electrons. How many electrons are participate in the bond formation for the third electron, or you can say the single bonded oxygen atom. So this one will be create only one single bond. So that's why I am multiplying here 2. 2 is designated bonded electrons. If you calculate the total formal charge, then it is minus 1. In this way we can calculate the formal charge.